Hey everyone, and welcome back to Building My Kingdom. So in the last episode, we started setting up my equipment. Of course, we built my throne, all that fun stuff. However, there were a few complications. Couldn't figure out some enchantments, and there were a few I missed. But I was in a time crunch at the time for that episode, so I'm hoping to rectify that. I'm not really in much of a time crunch today, so I should be able to get through it all. Alright, first of all, oops, I accidentally took a screenshot. But that's okay. I'll fix that later. I don't need that one. I'll do a different one. So, first of all, one of the main enchantment issues we were having is with Swift Sneak. It was apparently able to go on every piece of armor. I think that was a creative enchantment thing, but pretty much the whole thing is I had to redo my armor entirely. But I have since rectified it, and now I am back. Now, there was one thing I didn't forget to add to the shears, and that would be, oh wait, no, you don't even need it. Never mind. But as you can see, I also added a fishing rod, so yeah. But I, of course, also have all my classic tools to do, and there is another thing I forgot, and I should have added it. I need another diamond pickaxe. And that will be explained in a little while. Now, I know this is mostly in a creative super flat world. However, these tools will carry on over, hopefully, into a mainstream Let's Play series, like any series. So if you see me in a different series on my channel, I will most likely have the same tools, because this is just how I prefer. Alright, starting off, of course we need an anvil, because how are we supposed to do the upgrades without it? So we're going to start off with the sword. So for the sword we need sharpness 5. I'm going to go with all the max enchantments. Just, it'll make sense. I'm also going with unbreaking, which I already got. Looting. Looting's a fan favorite of mine. I also want fire aspect. 2. I want knockback as well. Yes, I'm going for a full max enchantment. Pretty much every enchantment you can get. Why? It's just cause. I do like having the full enchantments on there. So I am also going to make a copy of the sharpness book, because I know I will need it. But otherwise, we're going to start off with, of course, sharpness. Yes, I know this is going to make all the enchantments max, but not much you can do. Unbreaking, because I am going to want that, which is a classic. Looting. I'm going to do knockback. Fire aspect. And mending. So yeah, that's my sword. And a long shot. I was also going to update my Optifine, but I completely forgot, and I ran out of time to do it. So, hopefully in the next episode, Optifine will be updated, because I know this version is a little outdated. Alright, now the pickaxe. The pickaxe, I'm going to need, of course, 2 of them. I want efficiency, which is actually going to be common for the next 2 tools. I want efficiency 5 again. Unbreaking. Okay, and then the next 2 are silk touch. And this is why I need 2 books, because silk touch and the other one I'm going to grab, fortune, do not have an effect on, say, my skills. So yeah, I'm going to want both of them. And yeah. Okay. Just them. I think that's all I need, because I got mending and I got unbreaking. So, starting off, let's start with the pickaxe. First one, we'll start with the silk touch pickaxe. Oh, I was going to name my sword. I will do that in the end. So we're going to start with, of course, efficiency. We're going to do then unbreaking. We'll then do, I didn't want to do that, but we'll then do a Silk Touch and a Mending. Yeah, simple. So I'm going to name this one. I'm not going to name that one yet. I'm going to do the naming all at the end. Because I have no idea actually what I'm going to name some of these tools. I'm going to keep Elytras or the same, kind of for now. I will name everything in a later date, maybe. We'll do that. Alright, so, copying this, I should just, we're going to do Efficiency 5 Pickaxe. We're going to do an Unbreaking Book. Come on, mouse, work with me. We're going to do a Fortune Book. And a Mending Book. And that should be it. My pickaxe is done. So yes, there is one. I'm probably going to name it like Fortune Pick or Fortune and then Silky or something. I don't know. That's the kind of names that are sticking in my head right now. So yeah. Alright. So that sticky note's done. Next up is the axe. Now, I'm going to need a lot of this stuff. I have little sticky notes that tell me my info that I need. So, I'm going to want, for my axe, I want my axe. I have to throw that out. I want sharpness. Efficiency. Oh good, you can put them both on there. I wasn't sure about that. I hope that you can do that in survival though. I'll find that out. I then want Unbreaking, of course. Breaking. Then I want Fortune. It's mainly for apples. And then Mending. If I can get, like, knockback or stuff like that on there, I might do that. But for now, we're moving on. Alright, moving on to the shovel. So for the shovel, I want Efficiency. I can do that. I then want Unbreaking, which again, is a big one in this pile. I then want, I am still indecisive, I wanted Silk Touch. But I'm still kind of indecisive about that, but I'm going to go with Silk Touch. And then, of course, Mending. There we go. So that is at least the tools completed. The main tools. Of course, I haven't gotten the, like, other combat and, oh, the fishing rod, yeah. So, moving on. Let's go on to the bow. Now, if you notice, I have a full stack of 64 arrows. That is for, mainly, this. The bow, I mean. I would love to see it. One of the things that with this series is it's designed to kind of have like it was supposed to be a mod world where I could do like a mod showcase and stuff and whatnot. So one of the mods I would definitely like to add is the way to combine Elytra and the diamond chestplate. I really think that should be added into normal Minecraft as well as a voice chat, but I would have to get into that at another date. All right, so my bow, which I did not create a sticky note for, unfortunately. Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Where's the bow? Bow, 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 bow. Oh, I suppose I'm in combat, aren't I? Yeah, I'm in combat. Stick. I need a stick. Yes, because you can be used to make stuff. Bow, where's the bow? Now, I'm not going to do a crossbow. I thought about it, and it's just too much work when I could just keep reloading an arrow. Where's the bow? Oh, enough big lord. There we go. Bow. Yes, I'm looking at my phone for this. Trying to get the info for enchantments. Here we go. Alright. So, for my bow, I'm going to need power. I want the full. And I want punch, which is the equivalent of knockback. Flame. I want that, because that's the equivalent. And then I'm breaking and mending. Now, I used to be an infinity guy, but because of the fact that it's a lot easier to obtain arrows, in base Minecraft, I'm going to stick with this. So, for the bow, I want power. And why did I... Power 5. Want unbreaking. Punch. Flame. And mending, because those two are mutually exclusive. Or whatever. Can't have both infinity and mending. Alright, moving on to the trident. I'm just going to search it because otherwise I'd be spending hours here. Alright. I know there's loyalty and channeling are mutually exclusive from Riptide, but not from each other. Do I still have that note? I made a note, but I don't know if I ever saved it or if I deleted it. Do I still have it? I don't. I know what I wanted my trident to MC him here. No, nope, it's not under there. That's... That's not what I'm looking for. Must not have it. Do I not still have it? I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it. Alright. So I guess I'm doing this the old school way. Trying to figure out what I want. Mainly knowing what I want, of course. Alright. So I want, of course, impaling. I see that, because that'll cause some pain. And I also want loyalty. Oops. Because I love having the trident come back to you. Loyalty and channeling are mutually exclusive from Riptide, but not from each other. So I could have channeling, but I can't have Riptide. Let's see, do I still have I might have a photo, actually. But of course, updates. I'll go with that. Come on. Let's see. Where is it? Okay, there's my throne. Okay, I know what Alright, there we go. Riptide. Yes, we are going with Riptide. And then Unbreaking and Mending. No. I want loyalty. I want loyalty. So that was clearly outdated. Might still be outdated. This is the hard part. Figuring out what I want. Where are they again? Okay, Unbreaking and Mending. Yes. Impaling. Yes. And then loyalty. Loyalty and channeling are mutually exclusive from Riptide, but not... Okay, so I can't put... I can put loyalty and channeling on one, but I can't put Riptide on the other. So I'm going to go with, loyalty, because loyalty is so much useful. And then, of course, mending and efficient. Mending and unbreaking. So, yeah. Trident. Impaling. Yes. 10 levels. Loyalty. 4. Unbreaking. Another 1. And mending. Total of 9 levels for Trident. I did like the Trident when it was added, and I still do, so I think it's a good PvP option compared to what we've got now, the Mace. I mean, my hotbar is so full already with tools. I mean, I don't want to be switching between stuff for combat. And I mean, I won't have like a fishing rod or flint and steel like that in my inventory. I mean, I usually put food in a game. I'll have like, this is my hotbar right here. Say this is my hotbar, and this anvil represents food. This is how my hotbar will be. And of course, I'll have a shield maybe on the side. This will be food. And then maybe I'll have like torches and a water bucket. If not, a empty hand. So, let's do a fishing rod. And then I'm done. I would love to do Riptide, but and I probably could in this version, but now I would have a hoe, but not worth it to make it. And I know, like, with the fishing, you can get, like, all these other enchantments. So, now, the reason is, and I would explain the food, whole thing. Luck of the Sea, full levels, lure. Doesn't work above level 5. Then why do you even, it only goes up to level 3. And then I'm breaking and mending. Okay. Fishing rod. Luck of the Sea. Just because it's the longest name. Lure. Unbreaking. And yes, it is apparently going and mending. And since I don't think I'll lose a spyglass, and they're a little easier to make. Okay, so now that we have acquired all my tools, let's go into naming. Now, I mentioned my sword. The sword is like the biggest thing I'm kind of iffy about. One of the things I've wanted to do. And can you, I don't know, can you hear? Okay, you can. It's just really quiet. But then again, I'm supposed to be louder so you guys can hear me. And it doesn't help I'm not moving. So the sword is going to be a little bit controversial. I want to name it after a fallen YouTuber. A fallen Minecraft YouTuber, I should add. And it's something that I've had in my mind. To name it after Technoblade. Because it's Techno's blade. It's a sword. So I want to name it after Technoblade. So yes, it's going to be called... Now, it might be a little controversial. I don't want to impose his memory at all. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm trying to honor him in a way. That's not what I wanted. In a kind of fun, creative way, I'm naming my blade after him. And it's one of the things I've kind of been thinking long and hard about. I don't want to name it like John TDK Sword and all that. So, yeah. I want to name it after Technoblade. It's for you, Technoblade. You're a great Minecrafter and a great PvPer. And you belong on the sword. And in memory. You'll be here. So, moving on. Let's go on to my armor. At least the chest plate. So, we're going to do... I can do this. Royal. I gotta figure out how to spell royal. Of course, I'm spelling it wrong. A-Y. Y-A. Royal chest plate. Can I copy? I should. I thought I was able to copy something. Okay. Royal chest plate. Royal leggings. Royal boots. Alright. And then, yes, I'm going to go with Silky on this one. Just because I think it's funny and it's an easy to remember their name. Silky. For my Silk Touch pickaxe. And then Fortune. How do you spell Fortune? Fortune. And I'm thinking the Royal Axe for this one. Even though I've named my sword after Technoblade, I'm gonna just name this one the Royal Axe. And the Royal Shovel. And the Royal Bow, why not? I'm really running out of names at this point. I really haven't thought long and hard about an actual name. The Royal Bow. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna title everything that's not fancy the Royal something. The Royal Trident. Sure, everything's gonna be titled the Royal. Except maybe the Flint and Steel. Yeah, let's not. I'm not gonna bother. Royal Shears, Royal Flint and Steel. Royal Fishing Rod. That probably doesn't need to be done. But I know I could use that actually in PvP. Same with the Flint and Steel and all that. Okay. I don't want to name it the Light Blue Shield. I'm gonna name it the Royal Shield. Yeah, so all my equipment's pretty much going to be the Royal Shield or something. Something to do with royalty. Now, the Turtle Shell. Yeah, it's going to be the Royal Helmet. Royal Helmet. Is that how you spell helmet? Yes, that is how you spell helmet. Alright. Yeah, I should name it, but Elytra. I'm just going to keep them Elytra at this point. Because I got my royal gear now. But yeah. This is for Technoblade. This is his sword. In honor. There's the whole story element to this. And the element is, this was Techno's sword, and it was given to me from him as a fellow king on his deathbed. I don't mean to impose, but that's the story behind it. So yeah, there we go. There is my kind of inventory and equipment. I mean, I know the names are a little cheesy, but I mean, the royal stuff, and so I should really just name it the Royal Silk Touch or Royal Silk and the Royal Fortune, but yeah. Now, I did have a question. And I did want to bring that up on this video. So hopefully you stayed to the end to watch this, and you guys can hear this. The question asked, and I got 3 of them, might I add. If I can find my comments. There we go, comments. Is this a public server? 3 times I was asked that from the same person. No, this is not a public server. This is my own private world, currently. So it is not a public server. It is my own private world. I just wanted to clear the air. You also did not have to do it 3 times. I do look at my comments. If you do have a comment, by the way, might I add, this is a series that you can do that now. Originally it was my Skyblock, and now it's this. So if you guys have a comment and you want me to kind of answer it, if you have questions about my kingdom and what I'm going to be doing further on in this series, this is a series to come check it out and do. But for now, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.